haven't done a flip through in a while. Hey, it's Kara. Welcome to my take at the lake. I have shown this particular project before, but I thought I would do a quick flip through. It is done except for a little bit of journaling. I am going to do some writing in it, but I wanted to show it before I wrote in it and put it away. So this was a 2023 beautiful calendar that my best friend got me for Christmas. Wonderful, just very pretty calendar. And I had already bought myself a planner that I normally use, and I also had another one that I had gotten myself back in the fall for work. And I didn't want to just fill this with junk, or worse yet, not use it, because it's such a beautiful gift. So what I ended up doing with this, and I didn't decide this until maybe July, August, I started thinking, I need to do something wonderful with this. I started daily glue booking. It kind of stems from it kind of stems from a one-sided conversation I had with myself while listening to, her name is Diane, at Tattered Edges Design. She does a lot of glue booking, and she's brilliant at it. Go check her out. If you've not seen her channel, go watch her. She does a lot of really fun things, but I love watching her glue book flip throughs, especially. Great style. But she was doing glue booking, and she said, I hear people who gather images, harvest magazines, and then keep them for other projects, but then you got to sort them and you got to store them, and that's just not for me, she said, which is what I do. I have a lot of themes that I'm collecting for 50, maybe more, plus my projects. That's a lot of collecting. That's a lot of sorting. And she's absolutely right. It's a pain in the arse. But what she said stuck with me. She said, I just like to harvest it and glue it. And I thought, that's brilliant, because I don't do a lot of gluing, or I hadn't done a lot of gluing. I'd done a lot of harvesting, I'd done a lot of sorting, and a lot of storing. So I decided I was going to, every night at the end of the day, I was going to do something creative just to wind down that hour before bed. Instead of working right up until bedtime, shutting off the computer and doing something relaxing. And glue booking is very relaxing. And so what I did was just grab a magazine from my monstrous, ridiculous stash of magazines, harvest it, what makes me happy right now. If I saw something for one of my themes or my projects, I'd leave it and just harvest stuff that didn't really have a home and glue it right away. If I harvested really long, then I'd glue it the next day. And that's what this is. It's just daily stuff. Some bigger versions of my kitchen pages, daily stuff, things that come in the mail, daily receipts, things that come in the mail. Splenda has all these wonderful little sayings, hang tags from, I got new slippers, I think, fruit labels, obviously tea bags. This was in a mint container, and it's vellum, and it just is so pretty, and one of my favorite washi tapes, just, miscellaneous stuff. Reynolds Kitchen, this was a sticker on my tinfoil. Stuff that makes me happy. I think I heard Jean Bainey say this the other day, I just love perfume samples from the magazines and from shopping. Say hello again to your skinny jeans. We've seen her. I think I should show her all the time. After 70, she went into bodybuilding. New hip, new knee, high blood pressure, probably diabetic, nearly 200 pounds. She's 5'3". 5'3". She's tiny. Hated how she was living. Decided she was going to take up bodybuilding and fitness when she was 70. And now she's got guns that hell wouldn't have. And she's built like a brick shithouse now. So never, ever, ever think you're too old or it's too late. Or I'm too sick, or I just can't, because she had all this stuff. What else? Blood pressure, high cholesterol, and acid reflux. She had a knee replacement, hadn't fully recovered from that. She could only take one step at a time on her stairs. Her blood pressure was rising. Her doctor was threatening to up her meds. I hated how I was living, she said. So, and she was 70. No excuse. None. Little tidbits from daily stuff, things that I liked. These are very miscellaneous pages, these first few. But then as I do, I started going for sunsets. You know, because I always do. Dogs on porches. I love that. Dog art. This is just cute critters. So I found this panda. He can go in there. This tree frog is sewn. He's fantastic. They love each other. Look how happy they are. It's so cute. This was going to be all these colors. And I say was going to be because, like I said, I came to this idea so late. And this is 2023. And we're well into 2024. I don't want to linger in this anymore. I've already started my 2024 one. So that's why a lot of these are blank. A, I started late. B, I'm just done with it. Where there's something and something, I'm going to glue. I thought I already did it, but I'm going to glue these pages together so that there aren't as many blank pages. Food. In January, so then I started kind of thinking in terms of what's happening in those months. And in January, most of us up here in northern Michigan are thinking it's time to go to Florida for a while. It's time to soak up some cocktails on the beach and some sunshine. Not every other page is dogs, I promise, but you know, dogs. This one was going to be all pools. This looks like a cruise though. That looks like water, not pool water. It was going to be that kind of thing. Oh, there is nothing like caramel and chocolate. Heath. Oreos. Powerful. I ended up with 5 things left that I didn't glue that I had chucked in here. I spent a couple hours yesterday putting all the stuff that I had tucked in here down. And I had 5 words and phrases that I ended up just throwing away because I couldn't find any room for them. Crazy genius. Let food be thy medicine. This is going to be all kind of lake pictures, bonfire, bits of the lake. This is beach, the big lake. This is a lake. That's a big lake. By big lake, I mean one of the Great Lakes versus an inland lake. This is going to all be patterns, texture. Obviously, I really dislike this page. I think it's this magenta, reddish purple. I just don't like the color at all. I prefer a blue purple, bluish, cooler. This is very jarring to me, but I kept going. I thought maybe once I got it all together, I would like it. I do not. And that's okay. That's all right. Obviously, color. The color spectrum. I love that beach ball. This is my cousin's wedding, where I did the dark fairy tale. I call her a niece sometime and a cousin sometime. She is the closest thing I have to a niece, so that comes out a lot. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look how beautiful. So beautiful. They got married on the 20th of May, 2023. Her drink was a blackberry mojito, and was it fabulous? They went on a fun honeymoon. She's one of the coolest people I've ever met. Some of these things brought back memories, and so I decided to glue them like this. Look, it's like Janet Nash's Serafina. It reminds me of my grandma's. My grandma had a little tiny black singer like this in a, it was a one that folded down into a little table. Love it. So these things that held memories, I used to carry around a record player. I had an armful of books and my record player, and I never went anywhere without them. One of my favorite things in the whole wide world is turtle, chocolate, nuts, and caramel. I love Boca. My world does not revolve around my smartphone. It drives me bananas when people let their phone rule their world, just like it drives me bananas when people let their toddlers run the house. Oh, someone's got to be in charge. It should be the adult and or the human. So yeah, my phone does not run my life. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. See, that's very gentle journaling. That's very kind. That's very Janet Nash. There's a quote for you, Janet. What lies behind us and what lies before us, in other words, the past and the future, are but tiny matters compared to what lies within us. See, I can do gentle journaling. I can do it. But to me, this is like, yeah, I'm a badass. That's what that is. That's like, focus right now, be in the present, focus forward only on what you want, but try to be in the present most of the time. Bonfire. Look at those chairs. Don't they just look comfy? Like a nest. Places I've been. I've not been to Holland. This is from Holland. But when we were in Germany, I have a tiny little set of wooden shoes I got when we were in Germany. This reminds me of Germany when we were there. Been to Ireland. This even looks like a restaurant I might have eaten at. Sanibel Island. Maine. I love this. This is a castle in Ireland. And it says cold, drafty, and no running water. You'll absolutely love it here at the castle. And that's so funny. That's true. It rains so much there in Ireland. I love Ireland. Nothing like a good porch. So now we're in June. You know, we're in full on lake season and summertime. And there's a little Beasley enjoying the front porch. Love camping. Love junk food. June. This is going to be filled with all kinds of me things, but I have a glue book specifically dedicated to that. So every time I found something, oh, I just love this, I put it in that project instead of this one. So this ended up kind of empty. I love all the black and white, the old-fashioned stuff. And the Da Vinci Code. This just makes me laugh and laugh and laugh. So this was either going to be more Tom Hanks or more humor. Now we're into July. There's a Beasley in the Jeep. He's ready. Let's go. We're going to the lake. We're going to the beach, right? We're going camping, right? We're going. I'm going too. Lobster bake. Blueberry season. Fireworks on the lake. Poor Beasleys. This is just fun stuff. We have a lot of brew pubs in Michigan. We are a destination beer hopping travel kind of place. And beautiful Beasleys. I love this dog station. Put all their food in there. Of course, I don't feed kibble anymore. I feed way better food now. So that would be, I don't know, something else. Beautiful Great Dane. Shout out to Alicia, one of my new subscribers. Says she has a Great Dane named Lily that is black and white. So now every time I see a black and white Dane, I think of Lily. This is how we unwind. You can just see that. Just take a deep breath and just... My equivalent of Janet lighting her candle and just taking a moment and taking your shoulders down from around your ears and taking a nice full deep breath in, filling your diaphragm and blowing it out through your mouth like that tells every system in your body all is well. You can relax. And that face helps, right? Sunsets. This ended up here because of the colors. It was getting late in the year and I was trying to fill in space, but I was going all for the orangey sunsets versus the purple and every color sunset. And we have sunsets like this. They may look like they're photoshopped or altered and edited and whatnot, but we have we have crazy cool sunsets here and skyscapes. This is from, oh gosh, way before digital cameras and photoshopping became a thing. Look at that sky. So if you're learning how to watercolor, you can put any color in the sky and play skyscapes, make skyscapes, because everything goes. It's all legal. This is going to be all old-fashioned stuff. This looks very vintage and retro to me. The colors and whatnot. These old bottles. Old sign. I didn't find any more. Beautiful charcuterie plate. Charcuterie. Depends if you want to say it French or English. I think English says it really clunky. Charcuterie. I think. I don't know. Look at those vintage binoculars. I just love that. This is a really cool idea. Set the mood for stargazing with this printable watercolor star map for finding and identified constellations overhead. So use them as placemats or just hand them out. They have Blue Moon beer because they made star-shaped crisps because, right? How fun is that? This is a summer stargazing party. Starry, starry night. What a fun theme for a party. If you're going to throw a party, might as well have a theme. Beautiful flowers, beautiful water. Gorgeous. I love flowers. Simple pleasures. This is going to be more bright colors. Food, glorious food. I wanted to make sure I kept one for myself. He's so wonderful. I have to get another one. I saw a Frenchie the other day. I don't know why I didn't buy it. I must have been in a hurry and thought, oh, you have the one. You don't need another. That's just stupid. I need them all. And I wasn't paying attention. Later, I had a nice coffee picture and I put it in a different spot instead of with my coffee. That was before he came. Addicted to office supplies and school stuff. Yes, I am. And addicted to learning. Now I know how to whatever. I love YouTube, the University of YouTube. I love it. I have learned so much. I can honestly 100% say YouTube has changed my life in too many ways to count. How crazy is that? Just think about how, especially you're here watching, so you watch videos. Think of all the things you have learned from YouTube. If you're a YouTuber, think of all the things you now do because of YouTube and on YouTube and for YouTube. Like, it is such a huge part of our life. We don't even think about that much anymore. Look at that. Duct tape. Chalk duct tape by 3M. That's brilliant. They probably don't make it anymore because it was really cool and really fun. That's my exact little sewing machine. I love my sewing machine. Magical mug cake. I loved the colors of it. And I imagine these are gooey and chocolate volcanoes. What are those called at Domino's? What do they have? They're crusty on the outside, crunchy, and when you open them up, molten chocolate goos out. Oh, God. Mary Tyler Moore. Most of my audience is my age. Some might be younger who don't even know who she is. She was such a trailblazer when she was a thing. Plus, I love the art. I love that sketchy kind of art. Now we're into October. I did put a sticker in here because I just loved it. Little tiny leaves. These are all from phone books, old phone books. Color theme happening. Color theme happening. M&Ms. I just think that is bloody brilliant. And here in northern Michigan, flannel is a thing. This is something that, from what I papered and punched, nothing like our scenery. Our colors here, nothing like it. 'Tis the apple season. Beautiful, soft, thermal shirts. Time to cozy in by the fire. This is a scrapbooking embellishment. And I think it was, I don't know if it was Alicia or not, but I had a comment recently that said, I want to start, and I've been collecting all this stuff, but I can't decide, should it be a glue book, or should it be a junk journal, or should it be an altered book, and I don't know. And I said, I think the question was, can we just do it all? And the answer is a resounding, Absolutely, you can do it all. Yes, 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 you can. This is a glue book, but I've got scrapbooking stuff in here. I was just watching Jean Bainey's Anything Goes, and she's got, that's more of a glue book, a collection. It's like her Anything Goes book, as far as I can see, looks like a collection of different themes. Color all in one, she'll have pages of purple, and then she'll have pages of things that start with P. And so Anything Goes book, Chunky Junkie might be more of an anything, like that kind of, anything is fair game. Whatever's on her desk, if it's paper clips or what's on my desk right this minute. I've got my beautiful scissors. I have this that she sent me. It says, "Let's just stay home." Something that she made. This is from a book. I love that font, and I love the word. These I found in my stash. I have been de-stashing. I have been rehashing my stash. Hello and shout out to Magic by the Ocean, rehashing my stash in a major way. But I found these, and I just think they're so fun. So these could go in an altered book. It could go in a junk journal. It could go in a glue book. If I have a purple page, or if I just want to put that there, I can. The beauty of this is it's your project. You can do whatever you want. Yes, you can. I make a 4-in-1 journal, which is an altered book. Do I have one handy? Yes, I do. I make 4-in-1s. This is on Patreon. There is a junk journal jargon workshop tutorial. Comes with a free printable, and I go through this book and I explain all the terms that us junk journalers tend to throw about. Inchies, twinchies, ATCs, ICADs, I just mentioned. But this is a 4-in-1. It's an altered book, meaning I kept the text block in. So the book is still intact. I didn't just gut it and use the cover. This is the original book. And I altered every page in that I glued something on to cover up the text. I made pockets. I think I made pockets in this one. Maybe not. I don't know. Some of them have pockets. Here's one. Pockets. So altered book. And I can decorate it junk journal style. I can, add the little bits of ephemera that I make and embellishments that I make, or ephemera that I buy or find or save or whatever, and embellishments that I make can go in here. But I can also make it a glue book, and I can glue images down and then put something on top of it that I made. It is all fair. Everything can happen. So I have an altered book, number 1. It can be decorated junk journal style or glue book style or both. And in my 4-in-1s, I have a traveler's notebook insert in the center. So I can take this out and make this. This might be my glue book. This might be an actual journal where I write everything and decorate the pages. So altered book, junk journal, traveler's notebook. I have to explain this. I learned this lesson the hard way, and I tried to make a video on it. I still have the stuff. I'll see if I can, make a short, which are such a pain. But my beautiful teal book with this wonderful cover, our spine material, isn't that awesome? Was sitting next to my fun sprays. No, it wasn't these. I'm sorry. It was these, and they don't have tops. The smaller version of this, I had a whole bunch of fun sprays in these kind of bottles. And what I learned was when it's really hot, the liquid in here heats up, and the pressure forces the liquid up that straw and out. I couldn't figure out why all the books that were near my fun sprays how did that happen? I didn't do that. Nobody's been here. How did that happen? Yeah, so I learned the hard way. And I went to these bottles, and I keep the caps on just in case. Long bird walk, but absolutely yes, 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 you can have it all. You can make your glue book junk journal style. You can make your junk journal have glue book features. You can alter a book and do whatever you want with that. There are no rules. That's the beauty of this. October, witching hour. Yes, 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 yes. Black candy. They're so cool. Black licorice, black jelly bellies, black M&Ms, black cherries, dark chocolate covered something or other. I think there's even prunes on here. Wound up licorice. What a fun platter of darkness. I would like to serve that every day. Happy haunt. So fun. Happy giving. There's that coffee thing I could have put on my coffee page, but it ended up on a holiday page, which is fine, but my coffee page was in need. This is just kind of industrial, grungy. I think it's really cool. More dogs. More dogs. That is the power of real love. That's Stanley and Theo, in case you were wondering. Oh, don't miss the little Pugalicious. Love, 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 love this. This has a name. I can never remember what its name is. I should write it down on here. Reserved for the dog. Even Santa's got a way cool truck. I am happy to say I have this set, and it just makes me happy. Every cold, and it has been cold here lately, winter night, I have an electric blanket in between, and I get into a warm, toasty warm bed and hear the wind whipping outside. Sometimes the snow is frozen and it's hitting the windows. So cozy. Simply the best. I love wordplay. Christmas colors. Share the magic. Look how cute. Killer shoes. Man, those are awesome shoes. My alter ego, my hero, the Grinch. No ways, no ways, no ways, no ways. This, I probably wouldn't have cut these out, but it reminds me of Doki Doki Forest, little logo. And she's had a big influence on me this year, and so I want to make sure to include and represent the forest, the DDF. And I probably wouldn't have cut out the gnomes either, but again, watching her videos, she said, well, gnomes are really big. She likes to cut out things that are really popular, and just to make a note of it so that in 20 years we'll go back and go, what was up with all the gnomes? Remember the Sears catalog? Cute. She says, I'm cute. I'm cute. I say that to Bitsy all the time. You're so cute. Comes right from Rudolph. North Pole, welcome. I love this. This is a brick wall. And these are parts that you hang on a brick wall. This is the perfect tree if you have no space, right? And it's a thing you can buy from some catalog. But you just put them up in the order on the wall. It's pre-decorated. I just think that's brilliant. Here's another one. Isn't that fun? This one is made more of Christmas tree ferns, and then this one's like olive leaves. Olive branches, maybe? I don't know. Giant balls. Giant balls in the yard. Fireplace season. Nothing like fireplace season. 'Tis the season to be jolly. That's great. I love simple art like that. Simple meaning not complex or complicated. Not necessarily easy if you're not a good letterist. I am not a good letterist. I'd have to buy that. I have a stocking like this. It's quite a bit bigger, and it's Victorian and purple and whatnot. And my mom, who has been the keeper of the stockings, can't find it. 3 years running, can't find my gorgeous, gorgeous Victorian curly-toed, gold, shiny, sparkly, boho, wonderful stocking. I cry every Christmas that it doesn't show up. This is what I did with some of my last bit of words, is I just put them on here. here's where I'm going to write. I'm going to make some notes on what I can remember of 2023. Usually I don't like to reflect, so I might just, well, I'll take one of those out. Now I have less to fill up, right? What is it? Does this one have anything? Yeah, this year. Horse's ass. Yeah. So a year of daily glue booking. I didn't do it every day. I didn't even start really until August or July or something like that. And so it is what it is, but I just love it. I'm glad that it's done and I can put it on the shelf and with clear conscience work in my current one. Very, very good way to relax. Another way that you can use this, by the way, especially if you have a calendar, like you have an extra calendar for the coming year, for the year that we're in, instead of, you know, like this is mostly seasonal stuff or themed stuff, you know, stuff that happens at the 4th of July or retro or whatever. Instead of that, project out. This is PCU stuff. I may just blend the channels and trying to start a second channel because that makes me feel like insane. Like I'm nuts. Project out. So I'm recording this in March. So go to April. What do you want April to look like? What do you want to see in April? What are you hoping to accomplish in April? Find images either in catalogs, magazines, in your stash, or go to the internet and find images that you want to see. If you need a new car or you want new dishes or something that you want, do a spread. Focus on your future. It's a beautiful way to use glue books as sort of a vision board. What do you want for your future? What do you want your reality to be like come April? Do you want to have more energy? Do you want to be eating healthier? Do you want new clothes? Do you want to travel more? Take the scenic route more? Just do a little bit of journaling, perhaps. Figure out, instead of just getting by and going day by day by day by day by day, just trying to keep your head above water, the only way to predict the future is to create it. And if we can create the future, and we can, and we do, everything we do today is creating our future tomorrow. It's how our brains work. It's how the universe works. The seeds we plant today are what we reap tomorrow. It's just how it works. And so what is it that you want next month to look like for you, no matter when you're seeing this? Figure that out and do a couple of glue book spreads on it. It gives you time to visualize and to focus on your future and what you want. And those are powerful, powerful, powerful tools to create a life you love living. That's all pure PCU stuff. One of these days, I'm going to get there. One of these days. But today, it's Monte Get the Lake. And I'm out for now.